We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Cleveland. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
11, Agate.
From the gun, Bigsby shreds the tackle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Jupiter. Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And Thomas has it. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now a handoff to Bigsby. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
On red. Go.
Well, Bigsby once more. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this to Bell. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On fourth down, Marion. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 9, second and 5.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Lad McConkey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Marion. He's gotten a joker over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Past the 20. Flop. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jahmyr Gibbs. 46 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, kill!
Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. Finding space at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another run by Bigsby. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, I'm done.
On the carry, Bigsby shoves him aside near the 35. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Room here to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Marion. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. Gibbs straight ahead. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Back to throw. Marion. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Marion finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Marion. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Here's Bigsby. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Lawrence will throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Warriors 17.
Operating from the gun.
Marion over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Marion. That is caught.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down.
Marion. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. York now for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. A run here with Bigsby.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Bigsby. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tank Bigsby. 36 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Marion. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes to Njoku. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the gun on third down, Marion. Open man is Bell, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it's good! And on